Okay, so for this one, it's a direct quotation, or if you just think about it as you have a quotation in the sentence, and that quotation has an introduction along with it. So for number one, you'll see that there's an introduction, which is he actually said. Another introduction could be the narrator states, the author explains, the boy screams. Okay, those are all introductions to sentences. And technically, the introduction to the sentence can be anywhere in the sentence. It can be in the beginning, the middle, or the end. In number one, it's in the beginning. In number two, it's in the middle. And then in number three, it's in the end. So one thing you're just going to have to learn is where that comma is supposed to go. Now, if you put that comma in the wrong place and it's supposed to go, so for number one, let's just say you put it, I don't know why somebody would do this, but you'll put it right here. Okay, so you'll put it right before the I, which means you're putting it inside the quotation mark. And really, it goes where it is, which is outside of the quotation marks. You're going to get it wrong. So you have to make sure that you're putting it in the right place. So he actually said, comma, and then you have your quote. And then you're ending appropriately with your punctuation. Number two, again, you've got your introduction to the sentence in the middle. Okay, so you have to surround that introduction with commas. So you've got, notice here how you have your comma right here, and then you've got your comma right here. You have to pay attention. Like, it makes sense to put it inside the quote right here. I don't know, I think that's just something we'll all do naturally. But this one, we might screw up, or we might forget it. You just have to remember that you need it surrounding them if they're in the middle, okay? And then either before it or after it when it's the introduction is in the end. So when the introduction is in the beginning, you're going to put the comma right after it, and you're going to make sure it's outside of this quote. When it's in the middle, you're going to surround it in commas. One goes inside the quote, one goes outside the quote. And then when the introduction is at the end, you're going to put it inside the quote, okay? Like it is right here. Whenever you're writing your own sentences, you have to have your introduction in there. Please do not forget it, because you can't just throw in a quote and then call it a day. It needs to have that introduction piece. So you will always see this, or you'll at least be practicing this part. And then that will help you to remember kind of where your comma is going to go, okay?